starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey everybody, how y'all doing? We've got two guests with us tonight. Tom is back with us, and we've got Kylie, which we've highly waited for. Thanks for coming by, Kylie. Garnet, secret agent radar man, will not be with us tonight, unfortunately. I had a special thing set up for him, but I can catch him next week or the week after. He can't hide forever. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in Kylie first. Ladies first. Tom, you got to wait. And there's Kylie.
Hello.
Say Kylie. Say hi, Kylie. Everybody say hi, Kylie.
Hi, Kylie.
And let's bring in Tom, the dog guy. And I'm going to have to resize y'all. There we go. Yay, we all got a lot to talk about. Anybody in the comments, leave us a comment. Let us know you're there. Or anybody online, leave us a comment. Let us know you're there. Us to A, I see you are there, and I am doing fine. How are you doing, buddy? Tom is doing fine. Tom just had a victory or a third place victory at a dog show. Tell us about that, Tom.
It's the Nationals. We had dogs come from all over the country, and my oldest little male, he's 2 years old, and in his group, he took a third place.
Georgia in January.
Yep. Columbus. Jacksonville in February. No, Jacksonville's in March.
Let's see. Stephen is telling everybody hello. Hello, Stephen.
Hello, Stephen.
Hi, Kylie. Let's see. Nobody else has got any comments in the. Can you two see the comments?
Yes.
Not yet. I don't usually see them at first.
Yeah, you may not be. Oh, okay, but you do eventually see them?
Yeah, I see them eventually.
Oh, okay. So, Tom, you remember last week when Garnet was talking about possibly going and doing goat yoga?
Yes.
Okay. So, let's see. What's this? I got to get going, but okay. All right. US of A, you have a great afternoon, buddy. Appreciate you stopping by. So I put this together for him. He's not here, obviously, but I'm going to catch him next week. But here, let me show you guys if I can work this right.
Bring your arms up overhead. Interlace. Extends out. Okay, we were doing tricks now. Doing tricks. Okay. doing? Sit back. Walk your hands to the front of the mat. Step back into plank. Aww.
Anyway, it's basically a bunch of little baby goats jumping on people's backs, jumping from back to back. It actually looks fun because I'm an animal guy. It looks like it'd be fun to play with the goats. I don't know if you could really call it yoga or not, but looks like it'd be fun. And Garnet seemed like he was really interested in doing it. So I'm gonna tell him if he'll do it, I'll go with him.
I'll join.
Yeah, cool. Tom, you're up in Dallas, so you kind of get a escape out of that. But unless you want to come down,
I'll be down there a few more times. I'll be down there again in January.
I've got to pin him down, see if he really wants to do it or not. But it actually does look like fun to me too.
I've got some people that we ride motorcycles with that they raise goats. They're not too far right outside of Dallas.
Yeah. Do they raise them and sell them, or what do they do with them?
One lady sells them. She also shows them. I don't know what all they do with them. Most people just buy them to keep the yard clean.
Yeah. Yeah, my son lives out in Santa Fe, and he's got a couple of them too. He had an injured one that he just had to put down himself, which was hard on him because he's an animal guy like me. But it was a young female that had gotten pregnant too early and could not have the baby. And she was almost dead from trying. So they just figured they'd go ahead and put her down and cut the baby out, which is what they did, but the baby was already dead. So that may have been the mom's issue to begin with. Or maybe it died somewhere in the process from lack of oxygen, who knows. But what did they do with the mama afterwards?
Barbecue.
You got it. He asked me if I wanted some. No, I don't. I've been out there and petted that goat. I knew its name. I don't want to eat it.
When it's cooked correctly, it's really good.
Yeah, that's what they say about a lot of things. I kind of prefer the taste of hamburgers. So Kylie a while ago was telling me about this event that's going to take place on December 16th. Kylie, do you want to tell everybody else about that? Because you're very much more well informed than I am.
Yeah, sure. So December 16th, it's a Saturday, not this weekend, but the following. And basically what it is you get to volunteer and you show up at any number of cemeteries. And you get to lay a wreath on the tombstone of some fallen heroes. And it's free. Anybody can show up. You can bring friends, family. You can have a whole group of it if you want to. If you just want to donate and purchase a wreath, I think the wreaths are like $17. So you can purchase one. You can even get it for a specific individual if you know what cemetery that they're buried at. But I feel around the holidays, people tend to get wrapped up in the idea of shopping and spending money and gifts and all this stuff. And we tend to forget about those who are no longer here with us, especially those who served in defense of our country. So I think it's a great time to, grab the kids, the grandkids, the family, go out, participate in this. You can stay as long as you want or as little as you want, but I think it would just be an awesome experience. If you're interested, you can go to wreathsacrossamerica.org, and there just plug in your location, find the nearest cemetery. It's a quick sign up. I did it the other day, only took about a minute. They'll typically text you the details and tell you the ceremony time and then the time that the wreath laying will commence. So.
Oh, awesome. I personally am doing that. Don't know what cemetery yet because I just learned of this. Thank you very much, Kylie. A lot of what I learned is from Kylie. It's amazing. Let's see in the comments. Do you think another ship will go to San Jacinto? If so, which one? No, I do not think another ship will be going there. Back before the Texas moved, I heard, and I wish I could tell you where I heard it, but it was from an article. It was not from an individual. But anyway, I heard or read that article, and they said that the area where the Texas was is going to be backfilled with soil so that the battlefield would be more in its original condition. Personally, without the ship there, I kind of worry about the future of the park. I mean, the future and the Battleship together. I mean, rewind. The park and the Battleship together were not doing real well together. So I don't know how the park's going to do without the ship. I kind of wish they would open a section of it for camping. I think that might help a little bit, but it's out there in the middle of nowhere land, basically. Elevator in the monument is not working a lot of times, so I think that monument needs some work, just like the Battleship Texas did, or still does. But no, I don't think another ship would be going out there. What do y'all think, Tom, Kylie? Think another ship?
I don't think so either. I think it's going to be. I agree with you. I think they ought to open the park up for camping. Maybe a playground for the kids.
Yeah.
Something like that. And like you said before in one of your past videos, those refineries are all just congregating around it.
Yeah.
And it kind of suffocates that park there right now.
And that's a shame, but it's a shame, but at the same time, nothing can be done about that. We need those refineries too.
Yeah.
And I tried to get that across in that video and still got yelled at by some people by, how bad we need those refineries. I know we need the refineries. I buy gasoline too.
Mm-hmm. And on the same note, did y'all get the email from the foundation and see the renderings of what they're going to do with the ship?
Oh, with the visitor center and all that?
Yes.
Yeah, I got that.
I really like the way that's done. I hope it comes out pretty close to the way it's shown.
Yeah.
It's really nice the way it's set up.
I'm going to go down there probably. I can't make it this week, but I'm probably going to go down there next week and see if there's any construction or anything going on at Pier 21. They may just move the ship over there, and it might be another 6 or 8 months before it reopens. I don't know how that's going to work. Last time
you would think as soon as they would get it over there, they'd want the money coming in.
Yeah.
They'd get people on it.
Yeah.
At least. But didn't they say that once they get it moved, then they're going to start the deck?
Yeah. Once they get it moved, they're going to start the deck. Yeah. And I imagine that's when they'll put the guns back on too, because I don't know how much it costs to leave in that dry dock every day, but I'm sure it's a small, probably a large fortune for me. Whatever it costs.
Oh, yeah. Kylie could afford it, but me and you probably can't.
Kylie can't afford it. Let's see. We got Wade from Oklahoma. Hey, how you doing, Wade? I hope everything is good this evening. God bless you guys. Thank you, Wade. And everything is good this evening. USS San Jacinto is to be retired. Yeah. We're retiring more than we're building, unfortunately, I think.
Yep.
Selling them to China so they can have the most powerful Navy in the world now.
See, I went to San Jacinto Elementary here in Dallas many moons ago. I'm surprised I did.
Oh, okay.
I went to San Jacinto Elementary in Pleasant Grove. I also went to John B. Hood Junior High, and they've changed that name. I think it's a number now. I don't know what they call it.
Yeah, got to do away with those names. All those names stand for something evil.
Exactly. That's probably why I'm the way I am. I went to a school that had that name.
I don't see how anybody's disturbed by a name. I mean, if a name of an individual can bother you, then your skin is way too thin.
Yeah. I know that Robert E. Lee statue on the horse.
Hold on a second, Tom. I'm checking out Kylie to make sure she's moving. She looks really.
Oh,
like...
I'm still here.
I know you are.
I was looking up about the San Jacinto. So
oh, okay.
I went on that ship way back in the 80s. I went on that ship for a tour when it came to Galveston. So.
Oh yeah, I've been watching for ships coming to Galveston to take a tour on them, but I don't know the right place to look. I just do an internet search every now and then. There probably is a website where you can find out. For those of you that are into, well, we got 7 of them with us right now. So you 7, I appreciate you here. Wicker Man, hello from Waxahachie, Texas. You got to be a Texan to be able to say that name.
So it actually looks like the San Jacinto was decommissioned in September of this year at Norfolk.
Oh, bummer.
So it looks like she's already deconned.
Bummer. Oh man, I was about to say something and this old brain kicked in and it's gone. So my war letters thing, I've reading a war letter, or I have added a little intro to that so I can start it every time. So Tom, you might not see this. Kylie obviously will. After the intro, well, let me preface this by saying the letter this week is from a soldier that is in on the invasion of Angio. He's part of the beachhead at Angio. This Angio, I did not know.
Did you say Angio?
Anzio. I am saying Angio. You're right. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad somebody corrected me. Anzio warhead, or beachhead warhead. Anzio beachhead is where this letter came from. Now, I didn't know what dates that took place, so I had to look that up because although I'm a World War II buff, I'm nowhere near a historian. But those dates are January 44 to June 1944. As a matter of fact, the Allies went into Rome on June 4th, 1944. So that was the official close date of that particular invasion. Now, the letter was written May 1st, 1944. So that's right in the height of all the fighting and everything. So with that said, after the intro, I've got just a real short video clip of some of the fighting in Anzio. As a matter of fact, it's not some of the fighting, it's some of the artillery that Germany had set up, railroad cars. So let me play that for you guys, and then we'll get to reading this letter.
It was during this period that Anzio Annie became especially well known, though not popular among the inhabitants of the beachhead. Actually, Anzio Annie was not one, but 2 huge German railway guns, called Robert and Leopold by the men who directed their fire into every corner of the crowded perimeter.
Did you see them, Tom?
No.
Bummer. Did you, Kylie?
Oh, yeah.
Yay. So this particular letter was passed by Inspector 11525 as to its contents in case it was intercepted by the Germans. There would be no information in it. It went to sorry, let me back up. The soldier's name was PSC Raymond Groom. He was part of the 634th Forward Infantry Division. And this letter is to Mr. Woodson Groom, who is his father, in Grant City, Missouri. I always try to look these guys up and have never had any luck looking them up. I have looked up one of the other ones that have not presented yet and was able to find the house that it was written to using Google Earth. This one has no number. It just says Grant City, Missouri. So apparently everybody in Grant City, Missouri knew Mr. Woodson and didn't need his address. Now, the writing on the letter, you can see that the gentleman wrote Anzio Beachhead there. And I want to scroll you through just real quick the letter, because I'm sure this guy was in the middle of what you're in the middle of in World War II during a beach invasion. And as the letter goes on, his writing gets worse and worse and worse. I don't know if that's because the war was coming to him or somebody was saying, get your ass up and let's go, let's go, let's go. But he took the time out to write this letter to his parents. And I'm just going to scroll it by the camera real quick. And then, because it's very hard to read, like I said last time, my wife has helped me translate it into something legible, easy to read. So I'll read that after I show you, and hopefully you can pick up on how this writing changes. And the writing's very hard to read, as you can see. It's cursive, which is not hard to read, but you can see right there it starts getting a little sloppier. And then on page number 2, it starts getting even sloppier and sloppier until you get down to the bottom right about in there, where it gets so rushed that it's almost just scratches, not even words. So, as I've said before, that kind of thing really interests me, because these letters are not just, they're not just nothing, I guess. This is a guy who's going through harrowing experience. He may have died this day. Who knows? He may have died a week later. When I hold one of these letters, they really, really get to me. And although I never admit that I cry, not to anybody, I have read a couple of these letters that have made me cry. And I never said that. And if you tell anybody, I'll shoot you.
Wow, that escalated quickly. So.
Yes. Okay, so this is what the letter says. To Mom and Dad from Raymond Groom, written May 1st, 1944, 634th Forward Infantry Battalion. To Mr. Woodson Groom, Anzio Beachhead. Dear Father and Mother, today finds me okay. I'm fine. I have been trying to write you more lately, for I know that you are always anxious to hear from me. I received a letter from Brother last night saying that he is somewhere in England. I sure have been anxious to hear from him. He said that he spent his birthday at sea. I just finished writing him a letter. I know how much mail means to us fellows over here. I got a letter from Goldie Williams last night. They have moved to a farm in Mastersonville. Well, today is payday, so I guess you'll be receiving a check for $35 before long. Please be sure to write and tell me what you think about buying a piece of property. I sure would love for you to do that. It would be good. It would be a good thing for us all. You wouldn't have to pay Greg rent anymore, and it would have a phone that would be paid for. Well, I must close for now. I have work to do. Love, your son Eugene. God be with us all until we meet again. And who knows if Eugene made it back. 1944, the middle of a huge battle of World War II. Hopefully Eugene made it back. Hopefully Eugene got married, had kids, had grandkids, did all that stuff. But as we all know, a lot of them did not. So there's Eugene. And with these letters, I'm I've said before, I buy these on eBay. You can buy them individually. You can buy them in lots of whatever the seller's selling them for, usually 10, 12, sometimes up to 50. If any of you are interested in buying some of these letters, buy you one or two. If you want to come on the show, email me. I'll bring you on the show. You can read your own letter. A Jeep, a drone, and an old man at theoldfaithfulyahoo.com. And Tom knows about this. Kylie, I don't know if you know about this or not, but one of the letters I bought is, I think you might know something about it, Kylie, but one of the letters I bought is a German death letter. Apparently the Nazi government or German government, when a soldier died, sent out to the next of kin, I guess, a death letter. This one is from Nuremberg. You can see right there somewhere, Nuremberg. I can't read a thing in here, but over time I'm going to get it translated. Kylie told me that she does not read German, and I was really counting on her to be able to do that. But there are some of his, I'm assuming anyway, these are some of his effects that he had on him when he died. There's the letter, of course, which, like I said, can't read a single word of it. This, I think, is an obituary. Now, this is the entire package that would have been mailed to the family, the way I understand it. And these are pictures, again, from what I understand, that he had on him when he died that were returned to the family. So let's go in some kind of order here. Here it shows him wounded with Mama, maybe, probably Mama, wounded on crutches. Here is some nurses, maybe the nurses that took care of him. It has writing on the back. If anybody out there can read German, let me know. Oh, I'm off the chat. Sorry, not responding to chat because I can't see it. Here is a picture of, is this Mama again? No. So this is a picture, another picture that he had on him, supposedly when he was killed. Has no writing on the back. Has a church in the background. And this is a picture, I don't know what this is. No writing on the background. Couldn't read it if there was writing on the back. But this is a woman looking at some other people. Not sure what that is. Thankfully, it's obviously not a concentration camp because I wouldn't want to have that picture. So anyway, I look forward to getting that translated and reading that online.
One thing you might want to try is on your iPhone.
Yeah.
Apple has a translation app, and you can upload a photo to it. So you may want to take a photo of that, upload it to it, and see if it can decipher anything from it.
You think it can do cursive? It might be able
Maybe.
to nowadays.
Might be. I don't know.
It's pretty good cursive. It's nice and clear cursive, so maybe so. Hopefully.
I mean, it might be worth a try.
So anyway, what else did I have to talk about? Let's see what's in the comments. So, there's my stepson. Oh, that sounded like a boat horn. Did y'all hear that?
That was my phone.
Oh. Justin, how's it going, Justin? Glad you're back. Hey, let me show you something, Justin. I got to take my ears off for a minute. Oh, wrong way. course, 50-50 chance I get it wrong. Okay, remember last week, Justin, or I think it was last week, we were talking about the potato masher hand grenade. I know you remember. Check it out. It looks pretty convincing, but it's a stick of wood. Matthew, my son, I was telling him about us talking about it, so in about 10 minutes, he whipped this out for me, a potato masher. I love it. Hey, Wade, just became a member. Hey, I appreciate it, buddy. Thanks a lot. Listening to a historian the other night, he was using Google Translate to read some Japanese ship logs. Yeah, I'm going to give that a shot. I have to rely on Kylie for those brilliant parts of information.
She hasn't steered you wrong yet.
When she brings out her drones, you wouldn't believe how high tech she is, man. I just can't keep up. Although Garnet, he's pretty high tech too. He'll give you a run for your money. Secret Agent Radar, man. I'm drinking A&W root beer tonight, in case anybody's wondering. And I know you all are. It's A&W, cheap stuff. Didn't have a chance to get by the store to get a real bottle of root beer, but hey, it works. I mean, it's better than tea. It's better than water. If you ask me, not if you ask the doctor, but if you ask me, it is. So let's see. Don't worry, I don't know how to use the Google thing either. Man, I tell you what, I got a funny story about that. Back in the 70s when VCRs were first coming out. Tom, you might have heard this. I don't know. I can't keep up with who I've told what. But back in the 70s when VCRs came out, my dad used to call me and say, hey, can you come set this up to record this TV show we want to see? And I'd say, sure, I can, Dad. So I'd go by there and I'd set his VCR up to record Channel 13 at 3 o'clock or whatever it might have been. And I'd try to show him how to do it. And I'd say, Dad, it's real easy. Look, this is all you got to do. Just push the time you want, push the channel you want, push record timer, and you're set. He said, oh, no, I can't even keep up with that. I'll just call you every time I need to record something. And I used to always think, man, my dad, he could do that so easy. He doesn't have to call me every time. Well, now, like we've said before, Tom, I know we've said this. I have to do the same thing with my grandson, not my son, but my grandson and my cell phone. And he tells me it's real easy. And I don't have my phone on me. This is my phone for the time being. I've been fiddling with my phone for an hour and a half trying to figure out how to do something. Been watching YouTube videos, trying to figure out how to do something. And he says, let me have it. They call me Papa Cap, like shooting a gun. I'm Papa Cap. So he says, let me see it, Papa Cap. Here, I can do it for you. There you go. 30 seconds, what I've spent hours trying to figure out. So now I know how my dad felt.
See, AJ does that to me also.
It's amazing. We're the ones that's supposed to know everything. I guess when it comes to life, we do know everything compared to them. But when it comes to electronics, man, they got us whipped.
I know how to turn mine on.
Yeah. Yep. Justin, potato masher. And Justin, were you here when we were talking about the difference between the explosive power between the American hand grenade and this little piece of junk? Oh, Wade, man, that's a lot of writing, dude. I'm old. I can't read that good, man. No, I'm just kidding. That's a question for Kylie. I think she's been there. I have not been there.
Oh gosh, I haven't been to the Lexington in years.
Oh, you hadn't?
Yeah, yeah. Pre-COVID is when I went there. It's been a while.
What was it like at that time? Worth
I
going
think
to or
it
no?
was. I think it was pretty fun to go to, if I remember right.
Kylie she's a Marine. Well, she was a Marine. Well, she still is a.
Always a Marine.
That's what I was about to say. When you leave the service, you don't get paid anymore, but you don't leave the service. Shame you don't get paid anymore, but as much money as they spend, they can afford to pay us that lousy amount of money. But she's been stationed on aircraft carrier. Well, I don't need to talk for her. What have you been stationed on? What different ships?
I did 2 cruises on the Harriet Truman, one to the Med, one to the Persian Gulf. I've been on the USS Constellation, the USS Stennis, on the West Coast when I was attached to a training squadron in Lemoore, California. I did 8 years in Beaufort, South Carolina with VMFA 451, which was my first unit, which is decommissioned. And then I was briefly with VMFA AW 332. It's an all-weather fighter attack squadron with the Marines. I was with them for, I don't know, maybe 6-7 months. And then after that, I was with VMFA 115, which is who I did my 2 tours with on the Harriet Truman, but they just got decommissioned as well. So
Yeah, that's a shame.
I did 2 Westpacks to Japan as well, to Iwakuni. And
Oh,
to
was it
Kemuna
awesome?
Air Base.
Was Japan
Yeah,
awesome?
we island hopped across. So we took you could either be lead crew or chase crew, but you're on a C-130, and you just island hop all the way across the Pacific. It takes us about a week or so to get across. And then we're usually in Japan 6-7 months, and then we island hop all the way back if we're bringing our jets back. If not, we leave our jets there, and we just get on a commercial chartered airliner and fly back. So
Only countries I've been to outside of Mexico, and you can't really consider that another country because it's right there. But are England, Saudi Arabia, and Kuwait. No desire to go back to either one of those 2. I'd like to go back to England though. I'd like to take a vacation in England and kind of. I would personally like to go there to follow some of the German bombings and things like that happened in England. Some of the historical World War II things that happened there. Okay, Justin, this thing, don't hit yourself in the headphones with a hand grenade. I agree with you, Wade. I agree 100%. Justin, this thing, well, not this one, because obviously it's fake, but Mythbusters did a comparison of the Potato Masher and the World War II American hand grenade. That's vastly different from the modern hand grenade, but the pineapple hand grenade was the common one in World War II, and I don't know of that even being used at all anymore. But what they did is they took the explosive charge off the Potato Masher, wired it with a igniter, put it in, I think it was a Ford pickup truck cab with all the windows rolled up, did the same thing with a pineapple hand grenade from World War II, took the fuse out, put an igniter in it, put it in a separate truck, Ford truck, same trucks. I can't remember if they were Ford or Chevys. And then they set off the Potato Masher first. Now it blew out, as I recall, it blew out the 2 door windows, but not the windshield. And it tore up the seat pretty good. And it probably would have killed the people in there. It definitely would have hurt anybody in there. But when they did the same thing with the pineapple grenade, there was about half of that truck left. So anybody in there would not have just been killed, they'd been mutilated. Anybody outside of it probably would have been seriously injured, if not killed. So the pineapple grenade was much, much more powerful than this thing, which I pretty much knew that. And this thing, this is actual size. We made sure it was actual size. And this thing just seems so clumsy to run around with. I mean, I know you could stick them under your bandoleros or A guy last week said that they would stick one upside down in their boot. It just seems so clumsy to run around with this thing, especially when your likelihood of actually killing somebody with it is not as good as your likelihood of getting shot when you stand up to throw it. So,
And you're probably not going to throw that as far as you would a regular pineapple hand grenade either.
no, you're not. No, as a matter of fact, Justin asked me if I still have that one he gave me, so I'll be right back again.
So, Kylie, what do you do now?
I am IT at a hospital here in Houston. So computer nerd.
That's why she's got gadgets galore. So this is the one Justin gave me. It's a blue handle, so it's a practice hand grenade. Plus, it's drilled out. But and it's a little bit smaller than modern grenades too. So I don't know if it was ever a real grenade, but it looks real. But it is smaller than a modern grenade. But modern grenades they were redesigned from the pineapple to this because American boys knew how to throw baseballs. So they wanted to make something in the shape of a baseball, thinking that it would be able to be thrown further, which sounds reasonable to me. And then I've also got the M1 Grand clip. It's not a magazine, it's a clip that you gave me. One of these days, I hope to have the rifle that I can push these down into. Yes, yeah, Justin, I think it was a real training hand grenade. Because the real training hand grenades, when I went through boot camp, they had me refusing. You have to qualify in, I think it was boot camp, maybe AIT. I think it was boot camp, but you have to qualify with hand grenades in the Army. But four somebodies, as a matter of fact, have to put the fuses in them. Now, the fuses that go in them are real hand grenade fuses. But the hole in the bottom, obviously, is to let that fuse blow out when it detonates. But my job then was putting fuses in hundreds of grenades all day long. And what was my reward? They gave me an expert badge for throwing hand grenades when I had done nothing but this all day long. But I was nicely
Sounds
rewarded.
about right.
Yeah, I was nicely rewarded. Yeah, that sounds just like the military, don't it? Hurry up. What the hell, y'all dragging y'all's feet? We got to go. And then you sit there for 3 hours once you get where you're going. Nothing to do. So, Tom, I see a picture of the Battleship Texas behind you.
Yes, there is. That right there, that is my, as I call it, teasing my daughter and AJ, is the wall of shame. You were on that wall, you and AJ. I've got pictures of the Battleship. I've got pictures of the motorcycles. I got pictures of the dogs. My mother's up there.
That's the wall of shame, and I'm on it?
Yeah, I'm there too.
Dude, you got to put Kylie on there. Next time you and her are around each other, you got to get a picture of her and put it up there.
I also got. Hey, remember when AJ went with us down there when they moved the ship?
Yeah.
The teacher that talked Courtney into letting him go, she's up there too.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I got her picture the last time we were at the school before, because she didn't move up with him this time. So she's on the wall too. I need to have some more pictures printed off and get it finished. That's something I've been wanting to do. It's different. It's got 8x10s, 5x7s, and it's turned them different directions, and it's kind of like a puzzle.
Right, yeah.
And I got them double stick taped up there, and it's just a big maze of pictures. There's no random orders, everything's just kind of in a collage up there.
I have
I
a
can go through
feeling.
there and see everything.
Yeah. Whose dog barked?
That's my little
Not
puppy.
mine.
That was yours. We all got dogs, so I was just curious. All right,
That was
Kylie.
Jelly.
So
That was Jelly Roll.
you saw
Jelly
me
roll.
eat something?
Yeah.
What'd you go get? What'd you go get, Kelly? Kelly.
So- Who the
Kelly.
hell's Kelly?
Kylie. Hell, I don't know.
Are we just making up names now?
Yeah.
So this is a 13 by 9
Oh,
of the
wow,
cockpit
yeah.
of Doc. So when I flew in Doc, I took this photo at the end. Sorry, it's messing it up, but here we
That's
go.
okay. It's seeable. It's seeable.
So I printed out a 13 by 9 photo of that the other day. I'm going to give this to somebody I work with. But yeah.
That's awesome. Did you price have you know how they can put them on canvas nowadays too? Have you done
I
anything?
No, I haven't done anything like that.
No.
So I've got a few projects I'm working on right now with some photos and stuff like that.
Wade said that's awesome. Actually, he said neat, but I prefer the word neato, so I'm going with
Neato.
awesome.
I love it.
So I've watched your. I think you sent me a video of that whole flight.
Yeah, when I was up in the air and
I
Doc.
watched that twice back when you first sent it to me. That's another thing. Thank you for letting me know about the Glacier Girl, because me and my grandson are going out there tomorrow.
Nice.
And anybody that wants to go see a very rare American flying fighter, it's a P-38, and it's on display right now at the Lone Star Flight Museum by Ellington Field. It's not going to be there very long. I don't know the exact date, but it's not going to be there very long. And I'm going out there to see that tomorrow. I have followed it on YouTube for a number of years now. It was buried under 200 and some odd, I want to say
238 feet.
238, I wanted to say 250, ice and snow. And these people have spent no telling how much money and 10 or 12 years getting it out of the ice and snow, taking it somewhere, using what they could from it and repairing it. It's now back in flight order. I read about it today, and what I read said that it has the only quad 50 calibers, where it had 4 50 calibers in the nose of it. And that's the only assembly in the world that's in working order. So, and I'm assuming working order means firing pins and all. So I don't know. And it has a 20 millimeter cannon. It was a very, very hated aircraft to our enemy and loved by its pilots, just like the P-51. And, you know, I guess anything you were the pilot of was the best design, I'm sure. I'm sure they had those arguments back and forth every day. But I can't wait to get out there. I've never been to the Lone Star Flight Museum. I've never seen a P-38 in real life. So I am really looking forward to that.
Oh, you're in for a real treat. So.
Yeah, I am definitely going to be doing a video of it. Don't know how that's going to turn out, but because I'm going to be like a kid in a candy store in there. Because while I love the Battleship, and the Battleship has been part of me since I can remember, my heart is really in aircraft, and I was in the Army, not the Navy or the Air Force, so figure out how this guy makes the decisions. Will they let you take some pictures or video? Yes, they will. Yeah, you can take pictures, video, as much as you want. Unlike the tour of the Battleship Texas, where you cannot take video. Still don't understand that. But, you know, I got to take that shot when I can. But what's this? That is a single seat aircraft. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
And it was one of the highest flying, fastest aircraft, fighter aircraft in the world at the time, with the exclusion of the German MEC 262 jet fighter. The jet fighter was still faster, but the P-38 was close to its speed. And I know a lot of 262s were shot down by P-38s.
It's also the aircraft that was used to shoot down Yamato's airplane.
It was, yeah. There was a flight of
Yep.
3 or 5 of them, I can't remember. And there is still to this day discussions, unless you want to call them arguments, as to actually who shot down Yamato. Doesn't matter. He got shot down. That's what matters.
The Germans called it the fork-tailed devil.
Yep. So then, they did.
Yep.
And can you imagine Yamato seeing those coming at him? The plane getting ripped apart by him, because he was just in a bomber or maybe a transport plane. I can't remember, but it was basically defenseless. It had to go through his head. I should have never attacked Pearl Harbor. I should have just left them alone. Because now they're going to put me in the trees. I don't either. Nothing.
Well, unfortunately, I have to get going. I have work
Okay.
in about 30 minutes. So.
We're going to be ending up in about 8 minutes or so. If anybody says anything bad about you, I'll let you know.
If he won't, I will.
And I'll message you in a minute about tomorrow, because I may be able to make it down there. So I'll let you know.
Cool. Yeah. Okay, that's awesome.
Great.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for coming.
Later.
You'll be here
Bye,
next
Tom.
week, right?
Yes.
Bye. Good seeing you again.
Yeah, good seeing you.
And hopefully you can come out next time I'm down there.
Definitely.
Yeah. All right. Bye, Kylie.
All right. Laters.
Out. And she's no more.
I just got bigger.
Yeah. Let's see what I can do with settings here. We'll just leave it the way it is. Lost my chat. There we go. Let's see. Do you still have the little Yorkies? I think you are right. What did the dog treat? You've seen me eating dog food, huh, Wade? Yeah, you've seen those videos. Not a lot of people have seen those videos, but they're on YouTube for the whole world to see. I am such a lover of my dogs that when we try a new dog food on them, I'll eat it first. There is one video on YouTube of me eating canned dog food, which I will never do again. There's another one of me eating a training, little bites of training food that were chicken. Those actually tasted pretty good. There's another one of me eating, it was some kind of strip of bacon or something. Those were pretty good too, but too hard for my teeth. They're more designed for dog teeth. But yeah, I'm the same way with dog medications. We had a dog get an eye injury a couple years ago, and the vet gave us eye drops for it. So I wanted to know if they stung, so I dropped them in my eyes first. They didn't sting. But that's the way I am with my dogs. I'd rather, if something's going to hurt them, I'd rather it hurt me first, and then that way I can prevent it from hurting them. And
Well, next time I'm down there, I'll bring you some of Miho's and Jelly Roll's food and let you try it.
yeah, we can make a video together eating that stuff.
I have to separate it, so I'll let you try eating it, 'cause it's all natural. It's all scrap beef and organs.
Yeah, organs. Don't say that. Wade, you're right. They are Yorkies. Gears and Guns just gave my wife, his mother, a new little Yorkie. It is, when we took it to the vet, it was 1.67 pounds. It's probably 2 pounds, maybe a little over 2 pounds now. It's only 7 weeks old, 8 weeks old, 7, 8 weeks old. We named it Banjo, and that makes dog number 6, dog number 6 in the house. Every one of them's under 20 pounds. We've got 2 that are about 20 pounds, and then the rest are 8 pounds and under. We've got one little Yorkie that's 3.5 pounds. She's 8 years old. So now we've got the new little terror in the house, because all of our dogs are older dogs. The youngest one is 8 years. And now we got little Banjo in the house, and he's a puppy. So he wants to run, hoop, holler, fight, play. And none of the other dogs are having it. They're old dogs that belong to old people, and all they want to do is hang around, sit down and watch TV, kind of like me. Oh, you lost your Yorkie. Let's see. He was 19. Yeah, that's did Wade? Did you have to? I've already tried. I'm getting off track. Wade, did you have to put your dog to sleep, or did it pass on you? And Christopher, I have already tried Fresh Pet. That's one that I could eat, but I did spit it out because it wasn't that enjoyable.
Yeah, I don't know how it is down there, but around the Dallas area, we have pet bakeries
No
that
kidding.
you can go in. Yeah, you can go in and you can actually eat it because it's all natural. Courtney makes pet treats that I eat. When people come up and they kind of look at me, I say, "Well, if it's okay for me, it's okay for the dog, and I'll eat one."
Yeah,
Because it's mainly oatmeal.
yeah.
That's what most of these treats are made out of, is oatmeal.
We don't have any that I know of anyway. We don't have any, specific bakery type of places for dog stuff. Do they sell like human bakery stuff with dog stuff, or
No, it's all dogs.
all dogs?
I did a lease in a shopping center in South Lake, and I was gonna go get a cupcake next door. Well, they got them, but the lady told me, "Is this a dog and cat bakery? We just cater to the animals.
Yeah, have yourself
Yeah,
a dog treat.
You can have a birthday cake made for your dog or your cat or your parrot or whatever you got, and they do all kinds of stuff like that. We have a lot of vendors that come to the shows that make their own treats
Yeah,
they're edible to anybody, and a lot of them are pretty good. And I'm like you, I have to try it out and see. Mostly
yeah.
I do it just to make some people go, "Why is he eating the dog treats?"
We are approaching 1 hour here, and I'm off my chat again. I don't know how I keep getting off this chat. Let's see. Coast to Coast Drones. You still there, buddy? I'm using EVMux. I messed around with StreamYard as well. I was not as big a fan as StreamYard. It wasn't as easy for me personally to use. I'm using their free version right now. That's why it's got the watermark on the screen. It's their paid version. The cheapest part of their paid version is about $20 a month. So I don't know if I really need to spend $20 a month to get, I don't even know what advantages you get. Everything I want is in the free version. So as long as I can, I'm going to keep using the free version. But I appreciate you letting me know that, Coast to Coast Drones. And I'm a subscriber of yours, as a matter of fact. Gears and Guns, Wade. Yes, Gears and Guns. They breed, that is my wife's son, Justin. They breed and sell AKC Yorkies. So they don't have a litter right now, I don't believe. I think they just sold their last one yesterday or today. But they get litters pretty often. So if anybody wants a Yorkie, you can contact him. Justin, put your email up there. You can contact him, or you can let me know and I'll get you in touch with him. Okay, Gears and Guns again. What are Tom and Kylie's YouTube channels. They do not have a YouTube channel. I met Tom. He's a subscriber of mine. We got to talking, and I met Tom that way. And then we went. The first time we met in person is when they moved to Battleship, Texas. He went down there early, grabbed us a spot. Then I met him there. I don't know. I guess I got there about 30 minutes after him. And
Now, we met before that. We met actually on the ship.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Oh, we met on the ship when it was at San Jacinto. That's right.
And we had about 3 meetings on the ship. The video you did with AJ, then a couple other videos that we helped out on.
Right. So yeah, Tom and I have known each other for quite some time. We don't do a whole lot together because he lives in Dallas. But we have met, like he says, we have met at the ship a couple times. The day that they moved the ship was a really great day. He and I were out there with his grandson. My brother was out there. My son was out there. There was a lot of us out there. Kylie was out there. We spent the whole day waiting for the ship. It went by in about 30 minutes. So the ship going by happened real quick, but we had a lot of fun out there.
And we'll be out there when that ship goes back in the water also.
That's right. That's exactly right. Wade says that he might, let's see here. I'll talk to my wife. It might be soon now, but could I still contact you in 6 months or so? Yes, you could. Justin, can you put your email up there for everybody to see? Coast to Coast Drones plus 1080. Okay. I'm going to drink some root beer and act like I know what you're talking about, but you're going to have to tell me. Dude, you're right about that, Wade. That new little Yorkie we've got, 7 or 8 weeks old, and every dog in the house is scared of it. It's because they're old, they're lazy, they just want to lay around, and it's hyper, man. It's ready to go every minute of every day. Oh, your email is there already. I missed it somehow. All right, guys, I am about to shut this down. Tom, I appreciate you coming, man.
Not a problem.
And
we'll be back next week.
Yep, we'll be doing it again next week. Hopefully, we'll be getting some more viewers. I think today our max was 10, which is, I'm good with that. I'm really enjoy talking to you and whoever else is on here and whoever's in the chat. So I'd like to have, 1,000 viewers, but you take what you can get.
And it's new. We're just getting started with you.
Just getting started. So it'll build, I'm sure. All right, Justin, y'all have a good night too, man. All right, everybody that's still there in the chat, y'all have a good night. I appreciate you coming by. What's this? Purple blue piece. What? I don't even know what you're talking about, Christopher. I can say that to him because he's my grandson. Yeah, me too, Justin. I'll try to be here. All right, Wade, I'd appreciate it if you can, buddy. We're trying to build an audience. Tom, Garnett, I keep saying Garnett and Kylie are going to be regulars here. Garnett is a secret agent that works on radars on spy ships. So he's interesting to talk to. And none of what I just said is true. He does work on radar, so I guess that part's true. And he does work on radars on ships. He's just not a secret agent or spy that I'm aware of.
But he does interesting videos.
He does
Third Coast
interesting,
Drones.
yeah, Third Coast Drones. Yep. If you want to look at not just Battleship Texas videos, he does videos of ships that he's on. He's on a wide variety of ships. What he actually does is when an American company buys a ship from a foreign company, he has to go in and reprogram the radar before it is allowed into any American harbor. So he goes out to the ship, reprograms the radar, gets it approved by Coast Guard, and then that ship is free to sell wherever in America. So that's what he actually does. I like to tease him about being a spy, and I like to tease him about being a secret agent. But again, to the best of my knowledge, Homeland Security, if you're watching, he's really not. That I'm aware of.
Well, they ought to know by now.
Yeah.
I think he's had his background checked by now.
Wade, but if you told us the truth, you would have to kill us all. Okay. All right, guys, I am about to sign this out. Like I said, I appreciate everybody being here. I hope to see you all next week again, Monday night at 6:30. And I'll have another interesting letter from the war to read. I've got some real interesting ones coming in that I just bought. They're not here yet. Hopefully by next week they will be. All right, Wade, Justin, Chris, who else is here? If you're here, y'all have a good night. I lost the other guy that said he was using EV Bucks. Anyway, everybody that was, is, or will be in the chat, I appreciate y'all coming by. Tom, I appreciate it, buddy. And I will see you next week.
All righty. Y'all have a good week.
Y'all too.
All right.